This is the presentation for DTB403 Design Psychology Assignment 1 Analysis. The location is located at V Block and the third floor, eastern corner of the building near the High Q Center, and the place would be MERLO Cafe. Observation method consists of sketches, mappings, photos, and passive participations. Observation conducted at two different locations. The first is in the indoor, inside of the V block itself, and in the outdoor. And the observation time is from 9 till 12, and then 12 until 3, then 7 till 9, and then 3 p.m. until 5 p.m., and 9 until 12, and it's conducted at the 3 different days. The first is Monday, and then Thursday, and then Saturday. Observational field notes. First is the spatial or physical environment. And the first is the byproducts that could be seen. And signs of erosions, wear and tear in the carpets, especially close to the exits where most crowding happens. And some leftovers, chairs weren't arranged neatly, loosely left after usage, and no signs of waste are left behind because of the recycle bins are provided adequately near the exits. Missing traces. There were no signs of electricity sockets. Indicates that the space is not meant for long time usage, especially using electronics. And the absence of outdoor umbrellas when approaching to closing time, and absence of baked meals in the storage counter, especially approaching closing time, as a passive signal to customers that the cafe is preparing for closing. Adaptations. Some props such as strap borders to control the flow of crowds near the exit. Added trash specifically for coffee cups. And adaptations, the first is separations, such as the potted plants arranged to create a perimeter for the cafe, marbles and wood insulation for the interior of the cafe, background music doesn't exceed the barista's quarters, and decorated columns with mirrors making it distinguishable. Connections, distinguishable lighting installation on the ceiling, carpets from the same material and pattern from the Haiku Center, outdoor marble, resembles the same as is in the indoor decoration, and public messages, some official signs such as the MERLO Cafe sign, the Haiku sign, uh, pathway sign, V block sign, and especially the exit sign on each exit. Some unofficial signs such as the blackboard that contains the menu selection for the cafe is located outside near the columns. Some menu boards and signs for designated trash bins, specifically for coffee cups and such. Exterior environment, especially for the path, the edges, districts, nodes, and landmarks. Marble work resembles a path, and different tile work for the cafe area. Outdoor trash bins and the structural columns acts as a perimeter and designed to where the queue starts for the cafe. And for the interior environment, visibility could be easily seen from the outdoor. Distinctive decorations such as the wood installation and the arrangements of the plants. And the cafe is located at the corner of the building, making it easier to access and easily notice. As you can see on the bottom left corner, there's a plan there, and the pathway signs how students and customers usually access the cafe itself. And the behavioral analysis, such as activities that are occurring, are divided into two. The first is individual, and the second is group. While the individual the activities are waiting in line, playing with their phones, looking at the menu board, adjusting with the previous existing queue, ordering at the registers and such, and exiting the perimeter after getting their coffee, getting a seat and playing with their phones or laptops while sipping coffee. While the group, they tend to chat with friends while in line, playing with their phones while in line, and sitting in groups at the corner sofa, uh, taking the chairs and tables and making their own perimeter. And social interactions consist of two. First is verbal and non-verbal. Verbal consists of the directly talking to the baristas and baristas calling the names of the customers when order is ready, and people calling on their phones occasionally. Non-verbals such as trying to make eye contact with the baristas, putting their phones down when ordering, gesturing to the baked meals when ordering, distancing oneself from the person that is currently ordering, and things that expected to see but did not, such as long homogenized lines, crowding at the corner at the ordering line near the exit, and crowding at the people waiting for their coffee, and lack of interaction with the baristas because of the distance. Personal space and privacy. Customers tend to distance themselves afterwards after ordering and waiting for their names to get called. Groups tend to huddle together, tend to block path and alter the exit circulation, and territoriality and crowding. Border straps installed to control the crowding usually works. Customers line parallel to arrangement of the columns, people keeping in line within the borderline. And reflection and conclusion. Though the cafe is located in V block, the cafe itself doesn't show any signs of crowding or overflowing of customers. Installing borders or walls would only disturb the overall flow of the people rather than controlling it, because of the two exits located near the cafe, as you can see at the bottom left corner of the slide. A few modifications of the building elements could alter the atmosphere, and wood color and marble materials with the smell of coffee create the overall cafe atmosphere. This is obviously a reflection to Spangenberg's experiment. It's beginning to smell and sound a lot like Christmas, where Spangenberg's alter the environment stimuli to for retail atmosphere by giving ambient cinnamon Christmassy scent, and playing it with Christmas music could give a positive review of the Christmas products from the customers. And this is the diagrammatic sketch of the flow of people and the usage of space. People seem to be themselves. They speak openly, they cross their legs, they laugh out loud, they stay a while, and many of them feel free to move about and move the tables together to work in groups or turn a big comfy chair towards the window. And the more occupants can alter the space to meet their needs, the more comfortable they will be. And the last page is for the reference. That concludes my video. Thank you for listening.